He's dodging the daggers from Clinton loyalists who say that his leap to Barack Obama was tantamount to pulling a Judas. Richardson saying that it is proof of the Clinton sense of entitlement and just one more reason maybe Hillary Clinton should just step aside. Well, radio talk show host Steph Miller says the New York senator should step aside. She's almost tied in delegates right now, Stephanie. Why should she?
Well, Neil, I just want to point out that this is the 5th time I've been here for this topic, and I said no the first 5 times. But I think that Governor Richardson may be right, that it may be time, that this really is tearing apart the Democratic Party, and it's only helping John McCain, if you're looking at the polls. All
right, but, you know, Democrats and Republicans have had divisive primary battles, and they rally around the winner. Who's to say or what's to say that in the end, you know, just pushing this into June or even July or even August suddenly makes the nominee damaged goods? I don't think it was until June that Bill Clinton himself had clinched the Democratic nomination.
Well, you'd like that at the Fox News, wouldn't you, Neil? I just think that it really is only helping
now, what did
the
you
Republican
mean by,
side.
No, stop yourself. What did you mean by that?
I mean the media in general, but,
no,
you know what I'm saying.
You took a slap at Fox News. What I'm saying to you has nothing. Stop yourself there, because that gets tiresome. The issue here isn't what Fox News or any news organization is reporting on this. The issue is whether it makes a difference, whether a Republican or Democratic nominating process gets protracted. Does it?
Well, a story is a story, Neil, and it becomes more of a story if you still have a race going on the other side. But I think it is hurting the party, and I think ultimately it'll hurt the country. That's my opinion. I think if you do Hillary's math, short of the superdelegates taking it away from Barack Obama and tearing the party apart, there isn't any other way for this to end.
Well, actually, there are other ways for it to end, and I've looked at the same math, and I've looked at the possibility that she greatly narrows that gap and then tries to, I guess, pin on the idea that, look, I've got a larger share now of the electoral vote if she wins Pennsylvania by a big amount, or if she somehow is able to carry North Carolina and or Indiana, then all of a sudden she can go to the convention or close to the convention and say, look, I have this momentum with me. He does not. I have turned a popular vote, you know, where I'm behind to being ahead. Now she's claiming Neil, that's a credible argument. Is it?
But, Neil, if you've looked at the math, then you know that some of that is not very probable. North Carolina, she'd have to win almost every one by you know, multiple 20 points, something like that, in order to you know, close his lead delegate-wise.
No, well, actually, people, believe me, you probably have done these numbers too. I've looked at it, that's actually not the case. But with a little over 100 delegates separating them, and she effectively narrows that gap to far less than that, heading to the convention, she is going to cling to the idea, maybe she's turned this around in the popular vote, maybe she has turned the momentum around in the actual regular registered delegate vote. Is that enough for her to say, even with a protracted battle, pay attention to me?
Well, Neil, let me just see, me going on Fox News will probably not change her mind. She's not going to drop out, but I just think a lot of Democratic Party leaders think that she should. And I'm just saying because it is highly improbable mathematically that short of really and truly tearing the party apart and having the superdelegates overturn the popular will, there's not much other way for this to end.
That's assuming you do have the popular will at that point, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Again, mathematically, it's highly likely, I think, that she will have the popular vote at that point.
Stephanie, all I know, when everyone says something's mathematically unlikely, mathematically it's likely. Stephanie, thank you very much.
Could be.
All right,
Thank
Stephanie
you,
Miller to Arkansas now. Flash flood warning.